really bright.
It is bright.
Hello and welcome everybody to our November team training. It feels like it's been longer than a month, so we're excited that you're here. It's always great. It's like having family, and November is such a great month, a great time of reflection and gratitude and thankfulness. And I feel like more than anything, we are just so grateful for all of you that are with us online, but everybody in this room. However we are connected to you and on our team, we are incredibly grateful for you. So we're going to just open up in prayer, have a quick little training and some announcements, and then don't be jealous, but you should, because of all this awesome food that's here.
A lot of
Lots of really good food. It smells really awesome right now. Probably everybody's mouths are watering.
Cajun fried turkey.
Cajun fried turkey. I know Vanessa Hansen was trying to throw it in our face that she had a Reese's chocolate cheesecake in front of us, but I think we got you beat, girl.
Yeah.
So anyway. Oh, we've got a bottle of block on the counter. Here's a bottle of block. So we're going to open up in a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you and praise you for this opportunity to come together from a variety of different places in our life, Lord, that you've brought us together through Plexus. And we are so grateful for the products, for the company, and for the most of all, for the friendships and the lives that we've been able to impact in our own lives that have been impacted, Lord. So we thank you. We just ask that you are with us today, and that anyone that watches this in the future, Lord, that they just feel you and know what an amazing place this can be and this opportunity can be for their lives. In Jesus' holy name, amen.
Amen. All right, so announcements. First off, October stats. We're going to breeze right through that because we don't want to talk about October.
It's gone. It's
We
over.
survived. We survived.
No, but you know, it's in all seriousness, we want to say thank you because sometimes it's really easy to be kind of blown with the wind, to fall over and to walk away or not believe. And our company has not done anything that would make us question. They've gone and stepped up and above and beyond to take care of us. But at the same time, there's been a lot of patience and hours spent on hold, listening to 4 or 5 testimonies over and over and over. So if you have survived that, we say thank you. The company says thank you. And we really are on to bigger and better things.
Most
Very
definitely.
excited.
Next one.
I'm sorry. 7-day challenge, our 7-day challenge. Who has somebody so far in our 7-day challenge? Almost, they're almost there. Tammy does.
Almost.
Okay, almost works. Let's push through. We have a couple more days. It's super exciting. We have 4 people involved in the 7-day challenge. That's coming up November 16th through 22nd. And that leads into our next big announcement. If you have not seen, I think everybody has, November to Remember, the incentive challenge and contest from corporate.
Hold on. Before you get there, finish up.
I'm tying it all together.
Okay.
He needs food. Y'all gonna see him eat, please, because I think he's waited for all of his calories for tonight.
Maybe.
Oh, gracious. So, November to Remember contest, how you need to get new customers and new ambassadors. The easiest way to get customers is to take advantage of the 7-day challenge and get somebody in the group. And so we're going to incorporate that really by this next Tuesday, the 10th. If you're participating with our group in that November in the 7-day challenge, by the 10th, let's go ahead and have that product ordered. If you want to do like we did and place an order to have a couple of 7 days on hand, do that so you have them. And so if you're talking to somebody, you can last minute get them into the group. Don't worry about not getting them as a customer to count in the contest, because the hope is, right, that we get through that week and they go, wow, yeah, I need to order a month's supply of this. And so you'll get them as a customer at the end of the month, and that's fine. That will still count. So November 16th through 22nd, let's try to have our orders in by Tuesday the 10th so that we're ensuring that we're not waiting on packages and people are frustrated because they can't participate in the group.
Next announcement is that, as you all seen, there's free shipping on all orders for all customers, all ambassadors, all month long.
And this is really huge. I think, you know, to us, maybe because we believe in the products and we've paid shipping for months and months and months, it doesn't really matter to us. It's like, well, that's just a few dollars. But I guarantee you, when you have a conversation with somebody and they're like, it's the difference of $5 or $8. $5 or $8 makes a difference in whether or not somebody's willing to try. So make sure that you're not discounting that and sharing that information.
Go ahead, you got the next one.
All right, so Who has attended a Leslie Zann training or seen any of her information, and was it worth going? Yes. So Leslie Zann is going to be in Little Rock, which is just 5.5, 6 hours, depending on how fast you drive, maybe 4.5. From here, and she will be there doing a training with Suzanne Clinton and that whole team, Saturday, December 5th. That is an excellent opportunity to maybe get a little road trip together with your group and go do that. It's $30, guys, it's almost an all-day training. I think it starts at 8:30 or 9 and it goes to 3, and I think every time she's done it, it's been more like 3:30 or 4. So she's the one where we got the information about the whole inspiration and idea of doing the dream and the vision, really envisioning and seeing your life and dreaming big for yourself. She has a really good handle on incorporating internal growth with external practical ideas for sales growth. So if you can, that pricing in, there is a post on our team page if you're interested in looking at that. So let us know if you need more detail.
As it goes along with that, we don't have the details, but there's another diamond with Tarl panel.
Diamond board panel.
Yeah,
Board, sorry.
yeah, it's okay. In like 2 weeks in Oklahoma City. I know a couple of our ambassadors in Springfield are going to drive down to that. It's about 4 hours away. It's obviously about 4 hours away from here. So we'll try and find the details and post it on the page. Speaking of Springfield, Missouri, we're going to be there the 20th and 21st. We're going to do an opportunity meeting in Springfield the 20th. So if you have anyone in Missouri, quite honestly, it's not like Texas. You can get to and from the state in 3 or 4 hours.
Pretty much.
Whereas,
there's not a lot to do there, so somebody might need
not,
something to do.
No offense to Springfield, Missouri, but if
come hang out with us at the fire station.
Yeah, if you don't get to dinner by 9 p.m., everything shuts down.
It was, literally.
9 o'clock. It was crazy.
No
But we enjoyed our time.
We did, and we're excited. We're super excited.
So we're doing 20th as an opportunity meeting, and then 21st we're doing a team training. So we're excited about that. We'll be there in November.
Yes. Brony.
No.
Hey.
Yeah. It's that spot. Whoever sits there ends up being Sorry. Okay. So another announcement. Who knows what January 9th is? Super Saturday. Y'all are so good. Yes, Super Saturday. This is be expecting in the next week or two. We don't have any confirmation, but typically, historically speaking, we see that in the next 2 weeks, you'll see those tickets become available. Get your ticket when it comes out. Do not wait. Okay. I know from what we learned in Maui and even at Leaders Retreat that you are going to want to be at Super Saturday because you're going to have first access to things before other ambassadors that do not attend Super Saturday. So we want everybody there. Our speakers in Dallas are, who knows? Molly Orr. Aaron O'Keefe. Thanks, Beverly. That's right. And so, again, great to get to hear from somebody that we haven't typically heard from. In town, we always talk about how spoiled we are because we have a lot of jewels in this area, and we hear from Celeste, and we hear from some of the other speakers. Last year we heard from Sonia. But this will be a great, great opportunity, and don't miss it.
Okay, next announcement is as it relates to convention. Anybody know dates for convention?
June 14th.
June 12th through the 16th, right?
15th, yeah.
16th. 12th through the 16th, and it's in Las Vegas. I'm sure everyone knew that.
Who's going?
Yeah. It's
All
gonna be
right.
fun.
Awesome.
So as it relates to that, hotels for convention, usually around this time, in the next week to 2 weeks, look for an announcement from, historically, look for an announcement from corporate to come down saying, here's a list of hotels, here's the special rates. I would book those as soon as you are able and capable of doing so.
And book it if you even think you're going to go and are not 100% sure, because then you can back out of your reservation. But come January, end of January, and you're like, gosh, I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah.
And I've got several people from my team that went, and then you're struggling to find a hotel. I don't think I think Las Vegas is going to be our exception, that there's lots and lots of hotels, so I don't think we're going to be stuck. But if you want to have a choice in where you're staying, we think that we're going to stay at the Cosmo. I do not even know. Again, someone throw him a cookie. I mean,
No. We'll see what the list is,
Okay.
and we'll be making decisions.
Okay.
We'll let y'all know.
And then, yeah, just kidding. Who has participated in our Monday night Zoom meetings? I know Lori, Angelina, Gloria, thank you. They've been really great. What we've been doing, we've been able to do the last several weeks, and we're planning to do through the end of the year, is to have guest speakers with us so that you get to hear from different people within the company. We've had some great guests already.
Who have we had already?
Tara Castaneda was this last week. Who was before her?
Jen
Jen Hawkins, that's right. And then this coming Monday, we have Amy and Rick Kosmolsky. And they're
Otherwise
super,
known as.
we call them, well, she's
They call
MK. They call themselves, which is, you know, Phil loves this, they call themselves the Delaware Mangoes. So we're the Texas Mangoes, they're the Delaware Mangoes. It's
They've
some
become-
kind of crazy little
It's a great
joke
benefit of
inside
Plexus. You
you.
meet people from out of the country you never would have met before. And in Maui, we became really, really good acquaintances. And we're looking forward to spending more time with them when we see them again. But they're going to be doing the call on Monday.
And she's really, really creative with coming up with some ideas. And so she's going to talk to us about how to use your business through the holidays. So that is really, really going to be great information. So that's tomorrow night, 8:30 Central Time.
I'll take 12, you take 11.
Hold on, is it?
Monday night, 8:30 Central Time.
I'll take 12, you take 11. So last one. Go get them. Go get them. Go get them. We've got our Zoom. We're going to do another Zoom sometime this week. We'll let you know when it's going to be. But we're going to do a back office training, much like I did at a meeting a couple months ago when it was announced, or last month. I'll do a Zoom training where you can see the screen. I can walk you through back office to make sure you're completely comfortable with
Including the Palution.
including Palution
Hyperwallet.
and Hyperwallet and all those things that you can use. So if you want to join that, it'll be recorded as well, but check that out. I'm going to walk through all the little nuances and things that you need to know when you're working with the new back office.
And I just wanted to make sure that we congratulated those of you who are maybe joining us online. We had 3 people turn gold this last month, which is super exciting. So congratulations to Karen Stupak and Sarah Pavic and Jennifer Schuck. So very exciting for them. As we all know in this room, if we haven't reached it yet or we have reached it yet, it is a very hard thing to do. It's one of the hardest ranks to achieve. And so those of you that are getting close, hang in there. Those of you that are working your way, know that it's okay, that it takes some time. And for those of you who've achieved it, congratulations, good job, because it is a lot of work. I just want to say, since it's Thanksgiving, a special thank you to one of our guests tonight, to Crede, for being here, Crede Erbishi. Most of you know, but not all of you may know that she is who actually introduced me to Plexus a little over 2.5 years ago. And I can't imagine what my life would look like had I not watched your post, had God not connected us. Yes, through self-swap give. Yes, our story was that we had an addiction before Plexus. We shared the addiction of swapping each other's home decor. And my husband is so glad that I don't do that anymore, that there's not stuff coming in. He wants stuff to go out, but he doesn't have stuff coming in. But I have a little thing for you. There's a missionary group that's called the Giving Keys. And I thought this was really appropriate just in light of some of the conversations that we've had lately, but it's called a courage key, and you pass it along to someone who's exhibited courage and create, life, you never know what life's going to throw you when, ever. You never know what life's going to throw you. But I know for Crede, Plexus came at just the right time in her life when other things were going to go kind of unravel in front of her. And if Plexus had not been in her life, I don't know. Who knows where you would be. And I know many of you also in this room have stories where you go, but by the grace of God, thank you, Lord, for bringing me Plexus. And so I wanted to give you this tonight. You can put it on a little chain. I did not find a chain that was the right fit. You know that. And so we're going to do just a short training piece because we feel like that's the thing that we really, the pulse of our team, we're so thankful that we have collectively. And when we train, trust me that we grow and we learn personally every time that we have the opportunity to train or to teach you guys. So we do this as much selfishly for ourselves as we do hopefully to help you on the day in and day out. And last month, like Leah alluded to or said straight out, last month was hard. And I think for a lot of us, we kind of halted our businesses, either out of fear or self-preservation, or just throwing your hands up and kind of like, you just went into kind of like survival mode of treading water. And when you're treading water, you can't move forward, right? You're just holding your head up above the water. So I know that our company, the timing and the strategicness of offering us this November to Remember is really, really critical. And I think that we've been doing a couple of leaders groups with several different people in our group, and we are all feeling this momentum and kind of this wave coming to push us forward. But there's something that we have to do in order to be a part of that. Because you can't just wait on the wave to pull you when you're treading water. You're not going to get very far. You need to know how to swim. You need to know how to be strategic. And so we're going to just spend just a few minutes. Mr. Mango is going to walk us through some kind of examples and some ways to really maximize this November to Remember, setting some goals and making it happen.
For just like 30 more seconds.
Man. We're also very excited that Chloe is here with us. Chloe is visiting from University of Arkansas, and so we're so excited. She asked me if she could come. I was like, are you kidding me? Of course you can come. So happy to have her here. Happy to have Shalina here as an adopted Plexus family member. Liz, this is your first time at my house. I think anybody else first timers? And Brian. And what's your name?
Carrie.
Carrie, nice to meet you. I'm Jen. So lovely to have new people here. We have two. We're going to do giveaways after we eat. I'll do some little giveaways with the kids. Let them help us with that. But if you are an established ambassador and you have a business card, it needs to go into the business card bucket. And then if you're new or this is your first time, you get to write your name and put it into the other bucket. There's a little pink bucket. So, and this is all to remind y'all, you should always have your cards, right? You should always be prepared because you never know what's going to happen. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
All right. So I'm looking for a volunteer. I love it. Come on up, Tammy. Tammy's going to get a prize. She doesn't even realize it yet.
All right.
So, Tammy's earned a prize. All right. So, Tammy, I'm going to put you on the spot. I'm going to make you very uncomfortable.
All right.
But this is the basis for being able to do anything with your business. You ready?
No, but go ahead.
Okay. Okay, I just need to hold it around. All right. So you're in. Make sure you're in the screen. There we go. Because we want you embarrassed in front of everyone.
Oh, great.
Okay, Tammy. What is Plexus?
Plexus. It's a wellness company that supplies supplements to help you get good gut health, which amazing side effect is weight loss.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Would you like to know some more?
I love that. I would like to know some more.
Well, what are you looking for?
I was like branding. I just saw like a sticker of Plexus. I was like, what's
Do
that?
you have any like issues with weight loss or?
Oh no, I'm like skinny.
Do you feel like you're underweight?
I think I'm just about right.
You just about right. Okay, well, do you have any like I don't know, autoimmune diseases or diabetes? If you know anybody.
It's kind of personal. I don't really want to tell you all my diseases. I just met you. But yeah, I might have a few things.
You have trouble sleeping at night?
I sleep like a baby.
Yeah, you
Up for 2 hours, I cry.
So you're up a lot at night.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Well, we have this amazing little pink drink that could possibly help you with that and let you actually sleep through the night.
Awesome. All right, cool.
I have a sample. Would you like one?
I would love one.
Okay, let me go get one.
All right, great job. Everyone give her a hand. Good. So I put Tammy on the spot, and I love that you hopped up and asked, because one of the things that you have to do as an ambassador, if you think about when you're, what does an ambassador mean? It means I'm representing something. If I'm an ambassador of the U.S. and I'm living in France, I'm representing the U.S. in all matters, and so I need to be able to speak about the U.S. in all matters, right? So as an ambassador for Plexus, I need to have a good 30-second elevator pitch. So I've got to be able to, at any given time, whoever comes up and says, what's Plexus? Be able to have the same sort of pitch every time and then change the flavor of the seasoning depending on who's in front of me. So for example, you're like, well, how are you with weight? That's an easy one. I'm fine. So I wrote down a 30-second pitch, and I'm going to share with you. I've actually, I'm working with a small group of leaders on a special project, and we've been working on this. And I'm going to, of course, I just lost it, but I'm going to pull it up because I want to share it with you now. Crackfire. I'm about to call Erica up here. About to get you up here, and there it is. Sorry. So I'm going to give this to you all, and I want it to be something that you practice so that when you get called on the spot and someone says, "What is Plexus?" you can say this. First off, I always start with, "I am so glad that you asked. Thank you for asking me. That's great." Plexus is a company I represent that sells natural health products that assist with balancing your blood sugar levels and reducing inflammation. When this happens, people have experienced tremendous health benefits such as weight loss, reducing and even eliminating prescribed medications, and relief from pain they have experienced for years. And then I love Plexus because for me, it helped take away my plantar fasciitis and helped me lose some weight that I've been trying to lose for years. If that weren't enough, Plexus has a compensation plan that is unrivaled in the business. Simply by sharing my experiences with others, my products are paid for each month, and I earn an amazing income. And then I shut up, right? So I don't say anything else. I don't say, well, so would you like to learn more? I shut up. Because when you are, silence is a great thing when you're sharing with people because it's uncomfortable. And if I'm in mid-sentence, and go silent, usually someone will say something, right? Just like that, it's uncomfortable. So when I go, there's a crew over there. Hey, sorry I got distracted because I was thinking about your nickname, and I don't want to say it in front of everyone. So anyway. Okay, so then once they say something, I say, like you might say, what, after you heard that speech, I'll put you back on the spot, what would you say? Neat, that's cool.
Yeah, that's great.
Absolutely. Hey, if you want to learn more, I'd be glad to share more with you. Take around 15 or 20 minutes. What's a good time? So I'm sharing a 30-second pitch. I'm waiting for the reaction, no matter what the reaction is. And without saying, well, what do you want to get out of this? I just want to, hey, I want to share more. What's a good time? I won't assume, are you sick? Are you in need of the product? Because then you can get shut down, right? So it's just a really simple, hey, let me share more with you. So I'll read that to you one more time. How's yours? You feeling good about it? You've been doing it a while. How about Tanner? Yeah. Tanner, come on up. So we've been practicing this, and he's been working on it for days, like every other hour, right? Yeah. So let's try it again, and if you want, I'll. Do you need the script up? Correct answer is no. Good. So what's this Plexus stuff?
Oh, Phil, I'm glad you asked. Plexus is an all-natural health and wellness company. Good health and wellness company that I represent. We balance blood sugar, gut health, and reduce inflammation. For me, I love it because I was able to get off of energy drinks. Not only that, but it has an amazing compensation plan that I have been able to help get rid of the second job. So,
wow, that's cool.
Yeah, if you'd like to learn more, for free later in the week if you want to get up and we can talk more.
I love it. Awesome job. Give me a hand. Very good. Isn't that great? So this is something I'll send to you all, and I really want you to practice because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. And what you don't want to do, and Tammy, you didn't do this, by the way, but what you don't want to do, and I've done it in my career, is what I call throwing up on people. Like, You just are giving them so much information that literally the visual should be like you're barfing all over Brian right now. You're just, and then what happens when you get barfed on? You're like, okay, hey, I gotta go clean up now. I gotta go. They don't stand there in your barf, right? So the key is before we had dinner. That's awesome. So the key is that you are short, sweet, to the point. You use the donut, and Tanner did it perfectly. It's sharing quickly about the company, what it's done for him, and then the comp plan, opening up the opportunity for the comp plan, and then zip it, and then they're going to say, no one's going to say, well, that's stupid, right? That's dumb. When you do it this way, they're going to go, oh, cool. Hey, if you want to learn more, let me sit down with you, 15, 20 minutes. Cool?
Yeah, and I think the goal is that you always want the person that I think we think in a new situation that we have to be the only one talking, right? Because you feel this pressure of, I got to get it all out there. This is my one opportunity. But the most successful interactions that I know we've had personally have been when you put a little out there and it requires them, or they've caught their interest and they're asking you the questions, or they're giving you information. Because then you know that they're leading the conversation. You're making them think they're leading the conversation, even though you are actually in control of the conversation.
And a lot of you are going to be at holiday parties this year and running into people. And what's the most common thing when you're sitting there with some eggnog? They'll go, so you meet someone new. So what do you do? So for myself, I've got a full-time job as well as Plexus. There's a lot of people in the room that have the same thing. So here's something that I use every time. Jen's going to say, go ahead.
Do I need to do this?
Yeah, you're shaking your drink.
So what do you do?
Well, I'm in the energy business, but my passion is Plexus. Oh, I'm so glad you asked.
Well, and
That's
you know
how it
what?
works.
So you can do the so glad you asked, because Phil said you need to do that. But I use a lot of times, I use the you haven't heard of Plexus?
Yeah.
I create this.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I think I've talked to more strangers than you have based on the name of pictures that get posted on Facebook.
Yeah.
But my line of thinking for that, and has worked for me, is that you create this this urgency of, well, why don't I don't know about it. No, I guess I should know about it. There's something out there that I didn't know about. At least women, we function that way. Like, some of y'all are like, tell me what rustic cup is. I want to know what this rustic cup is. It's the same kind of thing. Somebody has created a buzz about something that you haven't known about. And if somebody comes to you and you're like, oh, really? You don't? And especially I do that in this area where we all talk about being concerned. Is it too oversaturated? Which it's not. Because we meet people every week that have either they've heard about it and somebody didn't do the justice to share it and they forgot about it, or they simply haven't heard about it. And so then you have the opportunity to expose them. So
again, I'll send that out, post on the team page, but really hone in on your 30-second commercial. Again, Tanner, that was fantastic. That was a great job. It was short, sweet, and concise. By the way, if it's a minute, that's okay. If it's 15 seconds, that's okay. The point is that you're consistent every time. And then lastly, if you have a full-time job, I think it's a great way to say, I'm in the energy business, but my passion is Plexus. Becky.
Can I add a comment?
Of course.
If you're talking to someone and you have to stop to take a breath, stop. You have to stop to take a breath. You've already talked to you on it.
Yeah. That's a great piece of advice. So if for those of you that online that didn't hear that, if you have to stop to take a breath in a conversation, you probably should
Probably
just
talk
stop.
too much. Great sharing or sales is 80% listening and 20% talking. So that's why you want that commercial, that 30-second pitch to be concise and good. All right, we're going to talk about November to Remember, and I'm going to let Jen cover this. Here's what I want to say. Every single person should have the goal as the highest goal. No matter where you are, whether you've been doing this for a month or you've been doing this for years, whether you've got very few customers, whether you've got a ton, whether you only have one ambassador or none, wherever you're at, shoot for the highest possible bonus because it's free money. And I can say this, I was kind of blowing away that group that I was talking to with the pay point, which, again, with our compensation plan, it's such a big deal. Our pay point's been averaging a little under $3 lately. And that's based on our overall PV per ambassador around the country.
How much we're selling.
How much we're selling. So $180 in PV equals a $1 pay point, okay? So if everyone were to max out this contest and shoot for the stars, and we got $1,500 in PV, the average pay point, or actually it's even $500, the average pay point would be $9 per pay point.
Wow.
$500 in PV would be a $9 pay point. So again, this is a great incentive, and you want to do it this month because I'm telling you, the pay point is going to be up next month with this kind of contest. So you're going to have more points, higher PV, more money for Christmas. It's definitely worth it. All right, so baby, I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, so I have this little chart. It's very interesting. I found it yesterday, and I've tried to post it 3 different times, and Facebook is flagging it. And so it won't let me post it. Phil tried to mess with it also. So I can probably send it to you via text, or I might try to private message. We haven't tried that, but it's a great little calendar, or not calendar, a little chart to show you at each level what your commission total will be. Because I think when we know the math, like Phil said, we're a lot more incented. And what I'd like you to do is, if you can get a hold of it and print it and look at it every day, it's going to further incent you to open your mouth, to share, to get in front of people. They're really, guys, this too, the very first level is 2 customers, 2 ambassadors, and $300 in PV. How many of you spend over $100 in product on yourself every month? Okay, so if you're spending over $100 and you need 2 customers, that's going to automatically get you to 3. You may already be there with your PV before you even are adding customers. We're encouraging you to do 7-day trial customers, because that's going to be a great way to plug them into our little group and then circle back with them and either sign them up as a monthly preferred customer or an ambassador. I have clarification out there right now. I don't know, Krita, if you know this yet. I'm trying to find out. I think that it will count, that if you start with a 7-day customer at the beginning of the month and they sign up as an ambassador with a welcome pack, they will count for both categories. Okay, this is a no-brainer. If you can't get somebody to sign up for $25, then you can get them to sign up for $12, correct? That should be in your mind. No matter what, I'm at a minimum, I'm going to get them at the $12. That our company is not setting any
What do you mean by that, by the way?
parameters.
Be clear.
The 3-day challenge is $12.95, $11.95, and free shipping. With those 2 things, somebody's got $12 if you have to sit on the phone with them and put their information in for them and get it ordered. We should see everybody have 2 customers this month.
8. We want 8.
Right. Well, I'm going to go through that, but I'm just going through. So if you have the 2 and 2 at the first level, you're going to make over $230 in extra commission.
Wow.
$230. For some people, that's one kid's Christmas. That's half of a car payment. That's the light bill and the water bill and this bill. I mean, that's huge, right? 2 and 2. If you have 3 and 3, the commission that you will make extra from your check, normal check, is over $420. So y'all got to let this sink in. Then
You gotta be like a preacher. You gotta be like, did you hear what I'm saying? Can I get it?
Ooh, Lordy. 5 and 5, that is over $780 in bonuses. $780, guys. That's probably more than most of y'all's checks in this room at this point. That's huge. And then the 8 and 8, which is what we want you to all shoot for. And yes, it seems scary, but every time it seems scary, how many of you have done something in your life that you've overcome something scary? Everybody's hand should go up. At some point, at some time. And if you haven't, let this be the thing. Because besides making over $1,500 in extra bonuses in one check, you are setting yourself up for rank. You're setting yourself up for momentum. If you get all of those 8 people to add 3, do you know where your team will be in 60 days? You'll have 24 people on your team. You would be gold. And there is something to be said for riding the wave of momentum. And it's happening now, and we do not want you to miss it. And you very likely could if you sit back and go, I don't know. And I will tell you, this man right here loves to do role play all day long with you on the phone for sales. So if you struggle with any of that, reach out to him and he will help you. For sale. And in terms of getting in front of people and creative ideas and thinking about things in terms of support and encouragement, we are so blessed that we have such a tight-knit group in our team that you can go to any person on this team that you relate to. You can come to us. There is no excuse. There's no excuse for anybody that lives miles away. We want to see you do this. It is achievable and it's, yes.
About the momentum. Well, I have customers who are saying, I'm feeling something. Like I'm feeling like, there's a lot going on with Plexus. And there is, because there is.
Right.
So definitely now is the time.
Right.
Definitely.
Questions, comments, objections. Who in their mind secretly thinks they don't know enough 8 people or 16 people to talk to get, or maybe you think your market is gone, right? Is anybody going to be brave enough to raise their hand?
Trying to give you a chance to.
I don't want to talk to you. I'm sorry. Yes, Becky.
Oh, no, I was just saying,
Yes.
my Facebook market is gone.
Your Facebook market is gone, but you're a prime example that you recognize that and you have put yourself in a new market, vendor fairs, and you're doing a fabulous job. Did it come easily and did it come overnight? No, but this is the time of the year where people are ready to make purchases for themselves, or they'll think about making this purchase for a loved one or for even a friend. Do not assume the objection to the point where you shut the door before the person ever gives you a chance, right? That's the worst thing we can do. Sometimes we get in our own way and think, no, I know their situation. I know they can't afford it. Do not do that. We do not have the power to make a decision on how someone else spends their money. And I think we do that often.
Can I say something
Yes.
else? We've talked about this. I'm doing the John Maxwell 21 Laws, Irrefutable Laws of Leadership with 6 people on my team. And we've said this time and time again, it's really not about us. It's not about you. So it's about sharing this gift with other people. So you have to get out of your own way and think, it's not about me. And, if I don't share this, if I'm not sharing it with someone, I'm, withholding, potentially life-changing products for this and, a business opportunity. So it's
Very
not
true.
about us.
Very true. And I think a lot of us in this room have experienced that very thing of a friend or a family member found Plexus through somebody else that we're like, oh, I didn't share with them, and we missed out on that opportunity. Okay, that's all I got. So
Next training?
our next training will be Saturday, December 5th at 10:30 in the morning. More details to come on that, but that will be our last formal get-together of the year. We will probably do some planning and, again, like I said, topic to be determined, but thank you guys. Have a great night and happy Thanksgiving.